A recent shooting in Pioneer Park sparks questions about safety in Billings parks.
Billings police say they've created a position to help keep the park safe and say it's making a difference. Q2's Zoe Zandora met with the man patrolling all those parks to learn more.
In 2017, the Billings Police Department created the Billings Police Park Officer position, a position funded out of the Parks Department budget from city funding. Officer Nicholas Lamb, he's been the Billings Police Park Officer from day one.
To keep the parks safe and be here primarily in the morning hours to help with the kid camps, clear out a little bit of the homeless populations who've been sleeping in these areas or these parks in the morning, and patrolling the parks during daytime hours.
In the past few years, the amount of homeless in Billings has been an issue in primarily the North, South, and Dealer Park areas.
I'm not sure if some of that had to do with the construction. It was a little harder to access in some of those nooks and crannies up in that area, but kind of in the downtown central area, the parks that border that area were having probably the most issues.
Officer Lamb stays busy with over 100 parks to patrol in the Billings area. And one of the most common problems he says he comes across is people drinking in the parks.
We have been able to really, last summer kind of hammer down on some people with lots of citations and tickets and let them know you can't drink in the parks, you can't be here after hours, and we were able to get that cleaned up.
From 2017 and really from the inception of the park officer position to present time, the city has seen a 33% reduction in calls to the parks.
I think it has to do with my position a little bit, but a big part of my position has been trying to preach to the public and a number of the task forces around town that it takes a community to take ownership of a park. The police can only do so much in what we can and can't police, but it takes the community to be out in the parks and enjoying them, and it keeps a lot of the other crime and kind of issues away.
In Billings, Zoe Zandora, MTN News.
Now, Officer Lamb says don't hesitate if you see something suspicious to call a non-emergency line, or if you think you're in danger, call 911. It's always better to be safe.